Please excuse my stuffiness. I'm not sure how I sound or how I'm going to sound in this video, but I do have a slight cold. My name is Zariah Embry. I was in the class of 2016 as for MSTC in Dunbar, but I'm currently a sophomore at Emory University, planning to graduate in the year of 2020. The first question I'm answering is, how has MSTC helped you in college, and did MSTC prepare you for Emory? Just off the experience I had on Sunday, I would say yes. I had an interview for a mentorship program. It's where we go into the high schools and we're teaching STEM, and we get one mentee and we continue with them until we both graduate. And the basic interview process was a 5-minute presentation, 5-minute max presentation on a scientific topic. The one I chose, they gave you options, but the one I chose was viruses versus bacteria. What are their differences? What are they even? How to treat them? And I got there, and technology was not working. I made this beautiful Prezi, which could not be seen, but I had my laptop. I bounced back. I wasn't reading from my slides anyway, so I was able to just have my laptop sitting there and point and gesture, knowing what was on my presentation. That's something that we learned when we started working on our science fair presentations for symposium. From that, I would say that MSCC prepared me because I was able to do well enough in my interview to be picked for the program, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I would say that Emory has prepared me. That is not really an academic aspect, but college is not only about your grades. Like, you have to really network, you have to be involved, and show those graduate schools, if that's what you intend on going into, that, you know, you can handle both your academics and extracurriculars, and showing what your interests are, and, you know, all those different things that they tell you to do in high school that a lot of people don't do, and then you come to like college and you have to do them. And as far as academics, MSTC also prepared me. We have a course called quantitative theory and like mathematics, and it's really bad that I don't know the name because I'm a lab assistant for this course, but it's QTM 100. It's basically AP stats and an AP stats mixture with AP computer science. We're doing AP stats, but it also includes a lab portion, which I'm an assistant in, and that's doing R Studio, working with R. And coding for R was very easy for me because I took AP computer science, and that was a whole like 5 years ago. But that information, those principles that Mr. Reed like stuck in my head over and over again, stayed, and I was able to really excel in this course and then be selected to be a lab assistant. So from that, I would say Emory or MSTC prepared me to be here at Emory. What is the biggest thing you got out of MSTC? I feel like I've already gone over that. Presentation skills, just knowledge that a lot of people come here without, as far as computer science and statistics, not QTM. If you could say something to your freshman self, what would you say? I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with my freshman year. The only thing I would say to my freshman self would possibly be... Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to come back to the question. And obviously, I have not prepared an answer. Been very busy, and this is the only time I have to do this. What was the hardest transition between high school and college? Definitely living in a dorm, which is a later question on the list I'm going to address now. Living on campus, being here without a vehicle, especially your freshman year, is different. I had a car going to and from Dunbar. I felt independent. And here you are very independent, but without a vehicle. Uber and Lyft become your friend. As far as the transition in general, academically, I don't think it was a hard transition. Although Emory is a very rigorous course load, I felt prepared, as I listed before, or as I said before. And then as far as living on campus, I'm actually in a dorm with an all-gender bathroom. So, like, we take showers, like, every gender together. And I don't think it's an awful experience. I think it's very unique, very progressive. And it was a slight adjustment at first, but it was one that has been easy to make. But that's not common. This is the only dorm at Emory that has that, so don't worry if you're not into that. As inland accessible, we do have a lot of shuttles that go to and from, like, shopping centers, the mall, downtown as well, because Emory has a hospital in Midtown, which is basically downtown Atlanta. Emory is listed as in Atlanta, but we're really in Decatur, so it is a drive, but it's not an impossible drive. It's like 10-15 minutes with decent traffic. What is your favorite place to study on campus? I like studying in my room. The library distracts me. People don't distract me. It's like the quiet of the library that distracts me. It's like too quiet. But if you like quiet, then the Woodruff Library is a great place to study. And how have your future plans changed after high school? While still in the MSTC program, my goal was to attend Embry undergrad, then get into their doctor of physical therapy program to become a doctor of physical therapy with a dual degree in either public health or a master's in business administration. That future plan has not changed entirely, but now I do consider the idea of becoming a professor and going into academia, but I feel like I can't just do academia because I really still like the idea of physical therapy and anatomy. So I'm still not sure yet. I am a sophomore and I have not declared my major, although I'm currently taking courses that geared toward a philosophy major with a concentration in medicine, so like bioethics and things of that nature. Need to jump back to this question I skipped. What would I tell my freshman self? Just in general, I would say to go to office hours. That's something I did, but just as advice to you all, go to office hours, meet your professors. You will need recommendations down the line. So it's not enough to be in class and do the homework and get good grades. If they don't know who you are, then you can go through your entire college experience without those deep connections, those networking opportunities that college is really built for. And outside of that, definitely get involved. If you aren't involved currently in any of the extra curricular activities at Dunbar, definitely make sure to do at least one that you stick with. It looks good for college apps. I feel like that's coming up, but I'm not sure anymore. Good for college apps, and also when you get into college, you're going to have to not be involved in everything, but kind of pick something that you do just to show graduate schools or future employers that you can handle both, a rigorous course load, whatever college you go to. I'm sure you all be doing excellent, amazing things, but also handle some type of extracurricular, some type of extra thing. And I feel like I've gone over my time. I don't know if I had a time limit, but thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a successful senior year. Thank you. Bye.